Hi my dear students, very good morning. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at home. Welcome back to my class. Students, today I am going to start a new lesson for you people. Today, that is, name of the lesson is biomolecules. Okay, and first of all, let me give the information about biomolecules, students. You know, the word bio means life, right? The word bio in the sense life, and molecules means, students, a group of atoms will combine together to form a particular structure. It is having the chemical, it is going to follow some chemical properties. That is about the bio, that is about molecule. Now in this lesson we are going to learn about the molecules which are present in the living system. That is the reason the title of this lesson is biomolecules. You know, students, all of our living things are made up of microscopic units known as cells, right? So these cells will combine to form a tissue. This tissue again combine to form an organ, then organ system, organism, like. Okay, in the same way, see the raw materials of the cell. So here, let me give idea. For example, students, right, organism is there. How this organism forms? By organ system, then organs, tissue, students, cells, and this cell is made up of some chemical substance. Those are nothing but the biomolecules. Understand, students? Different biological molecules will combine to form a cell, and this biomolecules will give the structural support as well as the functional support to the cell, right? So different cells combine to form tissues, then organ system, organism. Okay, you know this pattern very well. Okay, already we have seen this about the tissue formation or importance of cell in the 9th standard. I hope you all are very much clear about this topic. Now let us move on to our original topic, students. See, these biomolecules are the raw materials of the cell. Okay, you know, cell is one of the microscopic unit of the living creature. This cell is formed by some combination of different molecules, that is biomolecule. And the building blocks of these are the building blocks of the life. And these molecules of the cells, right? These molecules will combine to form a complete cell, right? Biomolecules are organic molecules, students. Biomolecules are organic. So we have to remember, all the biomolecules are, students, organic molecules, right? So molecules containing carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. What are those, students? Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. So see, these are the molecules. All are polymers. All are organic compounds. They make up living organism. Example is glucose. One of the best example of biomolecule is, students, glucose, right? So all the molecules are made up of 4 different basic atoms such as carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen, right? See, students, these are the different biomolecules. About all these things in the coming slide I'll explain in a very detail. Explanation I'll give, right? First of all, let us talk about biological macromolecules. Students, molecules are divided into 2 types, macromolecules and the micromolecules, basing on their molecular weight. See, life depends upon 4 types of organic molecules, students. You know, all these are the different nutrients. Okay, the first and foremost one is the carbohydrate. What are these, children? Carbohydrates. So, and the next one is lipids, proteins, and final one are nucleic acid. What is this, children? Nucleic acid. See, can you think any example of which? Let me write the examples. Right, for the carbohydrate, we can write glycogen is one of the carbohydrate, or you can write the glucose, and the lipid, okay, triglycerides. And the proteins means you can write trypsin is one of the best protein, and nucleic acid means either DNA or RNA. You can write it as the best example for nucleic acid. See, student, these are the major macromolecules which are present in the living system. Right? Now, let us see the functions one by one. First of all, students, you know, we are talking about the carbohydrate. Students, carbohydrate in the sense, you have to be, remember one point, that these carbohydrates provides us energy. Energy giving molecules are carbohydrates. Next, come to the proteins. These may be enzymes, structural components. They'll be like transport pigments, signals. For so many things it will be useful. Proteins are the building blocks. Proteins are considered as, students, building blocks. The next one is lipids. Cell membrane structure, energy storage, signal cellular metabolism. So all these things are carried out by the lipids. The final one is nucleic acid. So you know, the best example for nucleic acid is either DNA or RNA. You know what you mean by DNA. Deoxyribose nucleic acid is DNA. Ribose nucleic acid is RNA. So the main function of this is, students, heredity and protein information, energy, signals. You know what you mean by heredity. Transfer of genetic information from one generation to other generation. That is the inheritance. Okay. And so this moving thing is nothing but a heredity material. That heredity material is nothing but the DNA or RNA. So this is about the different functions of the different biomolecules which are present in the living system. Right? Structure. See, students, let us see the structure now. Carbohydrates, the first and foremost one is, as we are discussing, is, carbohydrates. See, these carbohydrates are made up of sugars. Okay, and it is the polysaccharide of simple sugars. Here, students, the word saccharide is nothing but the sugar. Okay, if the molecule is made up of more than 9 sugar units, that is the poly. And let me give, students, basing on the presence of the sugar moieties, that means sugar units, basing on the number, students, carbohydrates are divided into monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and the last one is polysaccharides. First, the word mono means if the molecule is having single sugar unit, that is monosaccharide. Example, glucose, fructose, all these are the best examples for monosaccharides. Galactose is also one of the example. And next come to the second type, that is oligosaccharide. See, if the molecule is made up of 1 to 9 sugar units. Okay, if the molecule is made up of 1 to 9 sugar units, that is known as oligosaccharide. Okay, see, let us see, polysaccharide means if the molecule is made up of more than 9, so we'll call it as polysaccharide. What is this oligosaccharide and polysaccharide means, students? Actually, if there are different sugar moieties, let me take the example, different glucose molecules will combine to form a big chain of molecule. So this is nothing but the, students, polysaccharide. Okay, if it is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this would be a oligosaccharide. If the chain is if the chain is having more than 9, so that would be a polysaccharide. Now let us see the next one, that is proteins, children. Protein is nothing but it is made up of polymer of amino acids. Polymer of amino acid. First, so in coming slides, I'll let you know about the amino acids and all. And the lipids, it is insoluble in water, although common polymer of glycerol and fatty acid. Everybody make a note of it, children. Very important. These are the basic things of this lesson. Everyone should have an idea about these structures and its components, right? Nucleic acid means it is polymer of nucleotides. So here amino acids I have written in shortcut form, students. Amino acid, for make it clear, I am writing the full form of amino acid. Understand? So these are the structure. See, once again, and I am taking a white paper and I am telling this. See, students, carbohydrate means polymer of sugar moieties. Polymer of sugars. Proteins, it is polymer of amino acids. Polymer of amino acid. I'll let you know about amino acid, sugars and all. See, lipids, it is made up of fatty acid and glycerol. Fatty acid and glycerol. This is the lipid, students. The last one is nucleic acid. The last one is, children, nucleic acid, and this nucleic acid is made up of polymer of nucleotides. Polymer of nucleotides. Okay. Understand? Carbohydrates, polymer of sugars. Proteins, polymer of amino acids. And lipids, fatty acid plus glycerol. Nucleic acid, polymer of nucleotides. Understand? Right. See, students, biomolecule of the subunits are known as monomer. If, for example, students, the subunits are known as monomer. I just now explained, no? A polynucleotide, polymer is made up of a different molecules in its chain. So, for example, this circle you can imagine is each and every molecule. So, this would be a monomer. This would be a monomer. So, students, here glucose, different glucose molecules will combine to form a cellulose. Understand? So, different glucose. So, for example, this chain is a cellulose. Okay. This is one glucose molecule. And this is the second glucose molecule, third glucose, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, like that. So, if the chain is having the polymer of glucose molecules, okay, that is nothing but the polysaccharide. So, example, cellulose. You know, cellulose, where it is available, students? It is available in the plant. All the cell wall, plant cells, they'll be having the cell wall, right? See, students, if this is the plant cell, you just imagine this is the plant cell, and it is, of course, a cell is surrounded by a membrane known as plasma membrane, And in addition to this membrane, all the plant cells are again surrounded by a special layer, that is cell wall. I hope you all can follow the concepts. This is the cell wall. See students, this cell wall is made up of a structural component known as cellulose. It is one of the polysaccharide. Here students, this carbohydrate giving the structural support to the plant cell. So students, I hope you all can understand, for the formation of all the different types of structures, organs, tissues, we do require participation of such a biomolecules. Okay, so out of all the biomolecules, carbohydrates frames structures, as well as proteins also frames the structures. These are giving the structural and functional support to our cell. Understand? See, this is the plant cell surrounded by a special layer known as cell wall. This cell wall is composed of the cellulose. Cellulose is one of the polysaccharide. You know what you mean by polysaccharide. If the macromolecule is made up of more than 9 moieties, that is polysaccharide. And next one is amino acids. The next one is students, amino acids. Right, different amino acids will combine to form a protein. Protein is a building block of the body. So, protein helps in the synthesis and formation, development of the body. That is the reason. So, all the doctors and nutritionists will suggest the children to take more protein-rich food like milk, egg and all. So, the reason is that children are the growing bodies, right? So, they will be growing. So, if they will take more protein, so it will be beneficial for their body growth and development in terms of height and weight. Understand? Let us see. The next one is fatty acid and the glycerol. See, this fatty acid, glycerol, these are different two molecules will combine to form a lipid. So this is the carbohydrate, protein and lipids. These are the different biomolecules. Right. Let us see the definition. Already structure I explained, I think, and this is also over. And first, let us concentrate on the carbohydrates, children. See, carbohydrates means contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen in the ratio of 1:2:1. So, this 1 is carbon, and whereas See, 2 represents the hydrogen atoms, and the last one represents the oxygen atoms. So, students, 1:2:1. Right. Account for this less than 1% of the body weight and used as a energy source. So, students, carbohydrate in the sense it will be a big source for energy. Understand? These are all the basic things, students. In order to, if you want to learn subject deeply, first and foremost thing is that you all should have the proper and clear-cut idea about the basics. When you are rich with the basics, of course, so you can understand different topics, different concepts. Okay, and these are also called these saccharides. These are also called, students, saccharides. This is, I think, this is the new name for you, new term for you people, saccharide. Right. So, let us see some examples. Simple sugars, monosaccharide, disaccharide. Complex sugar is polysaccharide. Mono, it is having just 2. Di means it is having 2. And, sorry, mono means it is 1. Di is 2. And poly means more than children, more than 9. So, in the monosaccharides, you will be having more different types like trioses, tetroses, pentoses, and the next one is hexoses, and the heptoses. Basing on the number of carbon atoms, again carbohydrates are divided into few more types. Trioses having 3 carbon, tetroses 4, pentoses 5, hexoses 6, and heptosis is 7. Okay, examples also I am writing here, children. Triosis means glyceraldehyde. Glyceraldehyde. Okay, and tetros, erythros. Erythros is the best example. Pentose, ribose you can write. Ribose you can write. Hexose, glucose. Hexose means, children, glucose. Heptose. Heptose means pseudoheptulose. Pseudoheptose or heptulose you can write. And let us write this molecular forms. First one is triosis, right? Glyceraldehyde. It is having 3 carbons, 6 hydrogen, again 6 oxygen. This is for glyceraldehyde. Tetros, 4, 8, O4. Ribose, C5, H10, O5. Glucose, you know, C6, H12, O6 is the glucose molecular formula. Pseudoheptulose, C7, H14 and O7. So, these are the different molecular formulas of their respective carbohydrates. Triosis having 3 carbons, tetrosis having 4 carbons, pentosis 5, hexosis 6, heptose 7. Example for triosis, what is this, children? Glyceraldehyde, tetros, erythros, pentose, ribose, hexose, glucose, heptulose, pseudoheptulose. Everybody make a note of it, children. Very, very important these things are. See, this is the monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide. Monosaccharide, glucose would be the best example, and this for this it is sucrose. And why it is sucrose mean? This sucrose is made up of glucose plus children fructose. Okay, it's a combination of 2 different sugar moieties, then it would be a disaccharide. This is the polysaccharide, means it is having more than 9 sugar moieties. So it is the best example for polysaccharide. Example, cellulose and glycogen. Right? See, students, simple sugars disaccharide. Di means 2. So these are the different examples for disaccharides I am giving, students. See, table salt is nothing but the sucrose. So it is having glucose as well as the fructose. Combination is, students, glucose and fructose. Maltose, both are glucose molecules only. Maltose means, students, it is having 2 glucose molecules. Right? Lactose means galactose and glucose. Okay, so in the questions they will be asked this combination. They may ask you to identify the name of it. So they may give galactose plus glucose. It is made up of. So the answer is lactose. If they'll ask glucose plus glucose, answer is maltose. If they'll ask glucose plus fructose, answer is sugar. Understand? You all should practice all these things, students. Very important. And if you'll practice well, this will be very easy. See, students, structural thing. You know, let me write glucose molecular formula first. Right? This is the glucose formula I am writing, students. Everyone should practice these things. Very important. Right? This is the molecular formula of the glucose. You know, the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Okay, 6 carbon atoms are present. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So this is the molecular formula of the glucose. In the same way, fructose. Fructose is given here. Fructose. Okay, it is the pentose sugar, students. Fructose means pentose sugar. It is having just only 5 carbon atoms. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, children. This is the molecular formula for fructose, children. This is the fructose. When these two things will combine together, it can form a sucrose. See here, students. So, it is the sucrose. Sucrose means a combination of glucose as well as fructose. Okay. Understand? This is one of the disaccharide. Other example is given here. Two glucose molecules will combine to form, what is this, children? Maltose. And this would be the lactose, and the different units present here are galactose as well as the glucose. I hope you all can follow my class. So students, it's the first time you people are listening. Of course, it seems to be a little bit difficulty, but when you put more focus, when you number of times if you practice, of course this will be a very easy, and you have to learn. Don't skip this lesson, students. Very important. N number of questions will be asking in the NEET as well as in the previous MSET papers also. Everybody should learn and practice all these things from the beginning itself. Try to concentrate more on these lessons. Okay. Let me go to the next class. Next slide, it is polysaccharide. So, you know what do you mean by polysaccharide. Just now in the previous slides I have explained. It is made up of polymer of sugar units. So, any molecule made up of several repeated units. Starch is the polymer of glucose. Here, see, here the molecule is made up of several repeated units, same units. So, example, starch. Starch is the polymer of glucose. So, repeatedly this glucose molecule is there. Okay, different means 1,000 glucose, nearly. I'm giving as 1,000 as an example. It may have 100, or sometimes it may have 200, sometimes it may have more than 1,000. In this way, different glucose molecules will link up together, will form a big long chain. So, that is nothing but the starch. Functions. So, now I'm going to list out the functions of the polysaccharide. Cell use them for energy as well as the structure. You know, the basic function from the carbohydrate is, students, energy. Okay, along with the energy, it also helps to form a structure, shape, support, everything. Next, the yellow organism gradually use energy since it is stored in the large structures. See, here the organism using this all these energy resources slowly and gradually to use energy since it is stored in the large structures. Okay, the consumption is very slow process. Polysaccharide. Starch is energy storage in the plant. Starch, energy stores in the glycogen. Animal, it stores in the animals. Cellulose, again it is in the plant. All are long strings of glucose molecules. See, one common factor among starch, glycogen, cellulose is all are having the glucose as a monomer glucose molecule. Differences lie how they are bonded together. So, but there are some differences between the starch, glycogen and our cellulose. And in what terms they will be showing the differences, students? In terms of bonding. Okay. So, first of all, what do you mean by bond? See, I said no. Different atoms will combine to form a molecule. This combination, they'll be unite together, right? Different atoms will unite together to give a big molecule. So this combination is properly carried out by the bonding. Okay. And starch. Starch means thousands of glucose bonded together. That is starch. And you know, the starch is mainly present in the plants, right? And cellulose. Cellulose is made up of, it is present in all the plant cell walls of cell wall and made up of, what is this, children? Glucose. It is one of the cellulose is one of the students polysaccharide. Right? See here, starch bonds between the glucose can be digested, and if it is in the plant, starch bonds. See, in the plants, these starch bonds are digested by amylose in the plant. If it is in the glycogen, it is animal. Right? I am writing cellulose structure here, students. See. And they will be having the bonding, right? So this is the bond between two different glucose molecules, right? So let me talk about glycogen. See students, glycogen stores carbohydrate in the form of glycogen, and it stores glucose in the form of, see, glycogen means it is the animal stored starch. Animal starch is glycogen, right? And see, reserve energy stores in the liver and the muscles. See students, this glycogen stores in the liver as well as the muscles. Right? Now the last one is nucleic acid. See, nucleic acids means students, it is the polymer of nucleotides. Polymer of nucleotides. See students, first of all let me give the what you mean by nucleic acid. See students, if you consider this is the cell, and at the center we are having the nucleus, and this nucleus is the master of the all the cell organelles. The reason is that it is having the efficiency to control all the cell metabolites. So what is the reason behind this? So as it is having the chromosomal material, right? So at the center of the nucleus it is having a fine thread like material, that is chromosomal material. This chromosomal material is nothing but the chromosomes. These chromosomes are made up of the polynucleotides, that is nothing but DNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid. In the heredity lesson I have explained the structure of DNA, right? So the structure of DNA is double helical model of DNA, I said, and this each strand is having some nucleotides. They were paired up with the opposite base pair of opposite nucleotide of other strand. So here I said no, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, these are the nucleotides I said. Okay, so here nucleic acid means it is made up of nucleotides, polymer of nucleotides. So nucleotides are the structural components of the DNA. How the DNA can form? By the combination of different nucleotides. What are those? Adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. So you know DNA is made up of two strands. Two strands. This is the double helical model of DNA. So they will be twisted together. So two different strands, they will be combined to form a DNA molecule. So it is of two types, DNA, RNA. DNA, you know, it is present in the nucleus. Where it will be present, students? In the nucleus. So next 90% RNA. And 90% is available in the cytoplasm, remaining 10% is available in the nucleolus. It is present in cytoplasm as well as nucleolus. You know, nucleolus is again present in the nucleus. It is one of the part of nucleus. The nucleus is consists of chromatin material, nucleoplasm and nucleolus. So in the nucleolus, 10% of the cell's whole RNA is present in nucleolus. So, and this RNA is of different types, students. What is that? mRNA. M for messenger RNA. Next one, tRNA, transfer RNA. rRNA means ribosomal RNA. See, whatever letters we are writing M, that should be in the small letters. mRNA, tRNA, rRNA. M for messenger RNA, T for transfer RNA, and R for ribosomal RNA. So these are different types of RNAs present in the cell. This is about the nucleic acid. See, students, this nucleic acid information it stores the information, right? Deoxyribose nucleic acid. It also helps in the protein synthesis. What is that? RNA. RNA in the sense, students, it is ribose nucleic acid. The main fundamental duty of RNA is, children, protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. And it also helps in the energy transfer. So, you know, ATP is nothing but adenosine triphosphate. Energy in our living body, it stores in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate, and NAD, nicotinamide adenine nucleotide. So it also energy transfer. It also has in the form of ATP, and NAD, it is also helps in the energy transfer. So the energy pockets are, children, ATP. So the currency is nothing but money, right? So in the same way, in our body, energy is stored in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This ATP is stored in the mitochondria of every cell. So there is a reason mitochondria is known as powerhouse of cell. Mitochondria is considered as powerhouse of cell. Okay, students. And these are the nucleic acid. It contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphate, made up of nucleotides. Nucleotides again consists of sugar, phosphate group, and nitrogenous base. This is the complete structure of nucleic acid. This one is the DNA, and whereas this one is the RNA. DNA is double-stranded molecule, whereas RNA is single-stranded molecule. Okay, that's all for students. I hope you all can follow my lesson. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please watch the video again, then your doubts will be clarified. If you have any doubts, you just call me and I'll let you clarify all the doubts, students. And so students, this is the biomolecules we are discussing now. And see, these are the raw materials of the cell, building blocks of the life, molecules of every cell. You know, a cell is a microscopic unit of every living organism. See, cells are made up of tissues, and tissue again will be going to form organs. Next organ is going to form a organ system, then organism. So for the formation of the cell, it required some structural and the basic things. These are the biomolecules. As they are present in the living system, we are using the word biomolecules. And one more important point of our students, that study of science, about the biomolecules and biochemical procedures and the structure, everything is known as biochemistry. Biochemistry, the branch of science that deals with the structure and functions of biomolecules and its activities, is called biochemistry, right? And so this basically these biomolecules are made up of some atoms are known as carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. All are polymers. So all are organic compounds. Students. Example, the best example for this is glucose, right? And so this is the fatty acid, glycerolipids. It is the DNA, glucose, right? See, you know, carbohydrates gives us energy, lipids of course gives us energy. Proteins are the building blocks of the body. Nucleic acid, they'll be carrying the genetic material. So nucleic acid, in the sense, first thing you have to be get in your mind, that is heredity. That is, it carries the information, genetic information, from one organism to the other organism, or from one generation to the other generation. See, carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, nucleic acid. Carbohydrates gives us energy, support. Proteins, enzymes, structure, recognition, transportation. For everything, proteins are helping us. Lipids, these are the cell membrane components, signal carriers, everything. Nucleic acid helps in the heredity, protein information, energy, and signals. See students, I hope you all followed my lesson. I'm closing the class now. Until that, thank you all. Thank you so much.